Hi, welcome everybody. Today I've got Paul from Oke Charity. Hi, Paul, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Can we just start with a little introduction and explanation of what you do?
Yes, I'm Paul Dixon. I'm the founder and Good Egg executive go-getter at Oke Charity. We started it back in 2016, and we build outdoor classrooms, stroke school gardens.
Oh, cool. And where are you based?
So we're based in Auckland, and we've built roughly 60 school gardens, outdoor classrooms across Auckland, Northland, Waikato, and recently in Otago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some advantages you see for schools and educators for having an outside classroom?
I think the main um, advantage of it is it's a real leveler for all kids. So you don't have to be sporty, you don't have to be top of the class in any of the curriculum subjects. You can just go outside, be yourself, and just grow stuff. And also it's great for the teachers to have an option of a space to teach in. So where you might be struggling to get something across from a book or videos, going and practically doing it in a garden space makes it easy for everyone.
And do you have some people using this garden space as their like veggie garden or school garden, or is it more just a sort of classroom sit down learning space?
It's definitely both. When we started, it was all about growing vegetables and being really food focused. Um, but as we've done this more and more, we've just witnessed the spaces being used for different reasons. But quite a lot of our schools have the Pātaka kai stands at the front of the school, where that's a space to share produce with the community, and also kids tend to cook with the produce they grow, and then you got the entrepreneurial ones who want to sell the produce on a weekly basis. So yeah, it's all sorts.
And how do you go about funding these classrooms for schools?
But that's the tricky part is that we try and keep the costs as low as possible for schools, because we know schools have a lot to cater for on a term by term yearly basis. So we try and find the funding wherever possible. So we tap into local grants, national funding, philanthropic sector, and corporate partnerships as well.
And do you go and build these gardens yourself, or do you have a team of people that help you?
So there's a team of three of us that are Oke Charity, and so heavily rely on volunteers at each of our working bees to get these spaces built. So I think of the 60, I've probably missed two or three over the last decade or so. And it's a family affair. So my wife comes, my sons come, and my son's been involved since he was 18 months old. So he knows the working bees through and through now. So yeah, it's definitely a team effort to get these spaces built.
And how do you go about with the designing of the spaces? Do you obviously you need to do schools come to you and say we've got this area, or do you come out and have a look at where's the best possible places? Or
Yeah, it's a bit of both. So generally, a school will reach out to us saying they're interested in having a space dedicated to an outdoor classroom, and then we start the conversation going about how they're going to use it and who's going to use it within the school, and then we have a visit. So we go and have a walk around the school, look at the space that they've identified, and just make sure that it's suitable. Because there's been occasions where it's been full shade and there's like next to no sun coming into that space. So it's like, well, we can, but over there will probably be better for the just for you to be able to actually grow stuff.
yeah.
And just making sure that it's going to be a good space for the long term, because you just never know with schools, especially if they have to expand and new classrooms are put in, that the space we're picking isn't going to be used anytime soon in the future.
If you do you have any words of advice for people who would be interested in creating this outside classroom space at their schools?
Um, Definitely do it. I mean, why? Because it seems quite daunting to begin with, because there's lots of pieces to the puzzle to get it up and running. But get the kids engaged with it and get their opinions on what they can include in these spaces and what they want to see. And so involved with the project from day one. And so when we come on board, the kids are already excited. And so we get them involved in the building of it as well.
Mm.
And then once it's built, because they've been so invested in it from the start, they really want to keep on keeping it alive and using it.
Yeah.
And that's really key to making it a success.
Um, and we spoke previously before. So have you done stuff with schools that use garden to table as well?
Yeah. So quite a few of our schools, once the space has been set up, have adopted the Going to Table program. And they've also adopted Enviro schools and sustainable schools programs. And then there's quite a few that have gone on their own route and done it as a community space. So what they like about us is that we build in the space, but not really dictating what program they use.
Mm.
And so we say you use what's best for you and what's best for your school, your strategy, your community, and the long-term vision for the school. And we'll just be along for the ride as you go and help you out as much as we can.
Yeah. And have you ever had kids come up with some design ideas for the how the space could look?
Yeah, we've had a few unique ideas. So chocolate water fountain always comes up. I always want to incorporate one of those into the garden. And they're just fascinated by different shapes as well. And
Mm. And generally,
incorporating.
how long do they take to like make? So from when you actually get there to build it, you do it over a week or a weekend, or is it like
Um,
long
so
term?
our working bees used to take an entire day from like 9 till 5. But now that we're starting to use different materials and getting the kids involved earlier, so we've reduced that time now from to maybe 4 hours. We can get an unused space into a working outdoor classroom. And
That's incredible.
I mean, there's a lot of planning goes into making it so efficient. But if we got the right people on board and get the school community engaged, then yeah, we can smash it out in 4 hours easy.
Oh, brilliant. Um, that's pretty much all my questions I had to ask you, actually. You summed everything up really well for me. Thank you. If there's any teachers out there that wanted to get hold of you, they can go onto your website, I take it, and just contact you through there.
Yeah, there's a contact page on our website, or they can just email me at
Yeah.
paul@oke.org.nz. And yeah, we're welcome to contact from schools. We've got a pretty long waiting list
Yeah.
at the moment, but that doesn't stop us supporting as much as we can. So yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Okay, thank you.